This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here with Christoph, who is joining us all the way from northern Piemonte. How are you today, sir?
I'm very well in Toronto. It's always great to be here.
Super. Now tell us a little bit about your winery and how it came about.
I actually make wine in Bocca, which is not the most known region in northern Piedmont. Actually, when I started 20 years ago in this region to remake the wines, this region was practically dead. There was no serious wine producing anymore. In the 50s, this region collapsed because nearby the textile industry, which was the biggest textile industry in the world after Manchester, put all the people away from agriculture. And in the 50s, from a huge region, Bocca had 3,000 hectares. It collapsed to 10 hectares when I came in the 90s.
Wow.
I came from Switzerland down by good or bad luck.
It was by chance that you ended up there. Wow.
Chance. And I know an old producer there, Antonio Cherry, which had half a hectare of land. He made amazing wines in the 50s, 60s, 70s, till the 90s, and then he died in 97. And that was my chance, because I like these wines a lot. They're great wines, aging really amazingly. And I thought, here you have to put your hands on, because this is a great region, and this is dying. This region is dying, so you have to do something. So what I did is to put the land together to make a winery from scratch, in a way. There was forest, overgrown by forest, the whole region. I did this forest and put some vineyards down. We have now 10 hectares in Leppiane. Leppiane is now the biggest estate in Bocca, which is very strange to tell. Far the biggest even.
And these vineyards were kind of hidden. They were hidden in the forest, yeah?
They were hidden in the forest. The vineyards were not there anymore. It was overgrown by forest.
But there were terraces, right?
Terraces, all the whole landscape was vineyard, but overgrown by forest.
Right.
And we had only to take away the forest and to remake the vineyards somehow.
Were there any vines still surviving?
No, it's a very strange thing that maybe because when they left they were ashamed a little bit.
Oh.
So to clean their memories, they uprooted everything.
Oh wow! Leave no trace then.
It's very strange. And the other version is because these people, especially in northern Piedmont, they are a bit short arms. They don't spend money a lot. They're afraid of.
Short
arms, we tell. They were afraid that when they left, the neighbor could take over their vineyards.
Oh wow! Okay.
And that was a no-go. Maybe it was a family which they hated, and it was a no-go. So I think these 2 points was that they uprooted the vineyards, and then the forest came in.
Wow.
But the whole rest is there. You see the little water pits. You see the watering, the system where they to take the water away. Terraces, little walls. Everything is still in the forest.
And the grapes that you grow there, you have a huge variety of grapes.
Yeah, we have, of course. The most is Nebbiolo nowadays, but it was not always like this. Nebbiolo was always there in our region. It's the old Nebbiolo region in Piemonte. Long before Nebbiolo came to Barolo,
really?
Our region was planted with Nebbiolo. And but we have also Vespolina, which is a very important grape. It's a relative of Nebbiolo. It's grown a lot in the northern Piedmont, and it was always put together with Nebbiolo. Vespolina and Nebbiolo formed the normal wines. And then we have a lot of Croatina, a nice grape when you ripe it well. We have Erba Luce, white wine, white grapes. We have also very unknown things which I discovered after when I came there. I didn't know that. Durasa, Slarina.
All of those famous grapes.
Malvasia di Bocca. And we have 2 hectares of old vineyards which we took over from old people. We have all these grapes varieties. We have all this varietal in our hands.
And they're all co-planted.
They are co-planted, And we make even some wine named Maggiorina from these old fields, which is a field plant from all these 13 varieties which we have in our fields. That's a great thing. It's the old family wine in the region.
Fantastic. And you were just telling me about your new explorations into white wine.
Yeah, I start to do some Erba Luce. which is a very antique grape, maybe even longer than Nebbiolo,
Really?
maybe. And it's a very interesting grape. It was very famous 100 years ago, but then a bit lost, and maybe with the new technology it didn't help to make good wines. It helped to make clean wines, but
Right.
not good wines.
Not interesting wines.
Not
Yeah,
interesting
yeah, yeah.
wines. So I had a bit another approach, and I do now wines from very ripe grapes, doing in wood barrels, big barrels, and also in concrete tanks.
Okay.
Malolactic is made, so this to give structure, to give depth to this wine. And as we have volcanic soil in our region, it's an old volcano which led the hotspot
Yes.
material there. It's rich in mineral,
Okay.
and you feel it in red wines. Of course, you feel always this mineral taste and salty taste, but in white wine even more. Erba Luce is really mineral in our head, so it's very interesting.
And you've already sold all of that. You don't have any for the export market.
That's the problem. Everything goes to Italy at the moment.
Oh, dear.
Because they like this good white wine. So we sell it in no time in Italy.
Right.
Maybe in
right.
future it will come to Toronto.
I'll look forward to that.
So
I'll look forward to that.
that's-
Now, with you being so far north in Piemonte, do you have challenges vintage to vintage with ripening, with frost, with all of these things?
In a way, I would say we are a bit the winners in the climate warming. I think that nowadays we can do all vintages are quite good. In my 20 years, when I make wine in this region, we had 2 off vintages, 2002 and 2014,
Okay.
which is not so bad. One
for 20
vintage,
years, isn't
one
it?
vintage
Yeah.
in 10. That's normal that it's an off vintage, but all the others are really great vintages where we had ripe fruit. We pick late in late October, but we get always very high phenolic ripeness, not with high alcohol. Sometimes we have 12.5, 13.5 alcohol, but the wines are ripe and very expressive. So it's in a way a very, very healthy region in climate way this year.
Superb. Well, the
So-
next time I'm visiting northern Piemonte, where my mother's side of the family come from, I should come and give you a visit, I think.
That's great. So
Excellent.
you're welcome.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you
for
very
joining
much.
us at Good Food Revolution
Yeah.
today. Bye
Thank
for
you.
now.
Bye bye.